guys, it's Sharon. Today I want to talk to you about the danger of making assumptions. This is something we all do as human beings. I just don't know if we realize how often we're doing it or when we're doing it. So I want to give you some things to think about so you can be a little bit more aware. Assumptions can make us feel good or they can make us feel bad. But either way, it's a pretty dangerous slope to be going down. We create assumptions a lot of the time to make ourselves feel better. You know, it's easier to make up assumptions or excuses for other people's behavior, for our own behavior, for, reasons why we may not have received a certain opportunity. We create this story to help protect ourselves from possible pain that the situation might cause us. Now, the problem with this is that you're not actually really being honest with yourself and your feelings. You're choosing to be a little bit more ignorant towards the situation. So I want you to notice when you're starting to make assumptions about certain things. I want you to ask yourself if it's worth protecting yourself with this assumption. And maybe you'll decide that yes, you'd rather have the comfort of knowing that this assumption is protecting you in some way. But just know at the same time that you're not building that self-awareness by being honest with your feelings and knowing where they're coming from. We can also assume the worst. I know for me, I've assumed the worst case scenario so many times, and the reason why we do this is because we feel like if we can prepare ourselves for the worst, then whatever the truth might actually be won't be half that bad. Now, the problem with this is that we're also creating so much anxiety in ourselves by thinking of that worst case scenario, when in fact, if we knew the truth, the pain would probably be, not even half as bad. We create these crazy stories in our head so much of the time, and the negative thoughts and feelings just keep feeding one another, and before we realize it, we've created this really poisonous mindset for ourselves. So really figure out if it's worth it in the end. I mean, how many times have you had so many butterflies in your stomach for weeks on end, and then finally you deal with the situation and you're like, oh, I feel so much better, like that's it? Like, did you really have to put yourself through all that anxiety and stress in the meantime? So again, be aware of when you're making assumptions. Ask yourself how it's serving you and protecting you and benefiting you in that moment. And let me hear your thoughts. I always love starting a conversation around this. Leave your comments below, and if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also love to share information through email, so head over to sharonstokes.ca so you can sign up for those updates. I'll see you guys soon.